date black guys, especially black guys. Let me clarify. I only date rich black guys.
Rich black guys. There we go.
In my life, I don't like anybody to tell me what to do.
It sounds like you're a control freak with your relationships. Be careful with this one. She's gonna boss you around like
Exactly.
Sweet toxicity.
Now to the Courtney Kenny case, the Kenny case, which is out of Miami. There's new video of an alleged attack on victim Christian Abumseli. The video was shot in Aspen, Colorado in 2022 and was released by the Haggard law firm, which represents the Abumseli family. Now, this attack happened just before Abumseli was stabbed to death on April 3rd, 2022.
You know, like I was sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober? Because of you. Like, you're hindering my progress.
The OnlyFans model's attorney says Abumseli was stabbed in self-defense because Clenny was a victim of domestic violence. Prosecutors claim Clenny was the abuser. The pair had a long history of domestic abuse.
She stabbed him to death?
Evidently, yeah, after this. And so from my understanding, what's going on here is that she ended up stabbing him. And so someone put out this video, either his lawyers or somebody put out the video to try to show, I guess, that she was,
Yeah.
physical.
Yeah,
also.
she kept going back. So, yeah.
So I don't know. I guess the biggest thing for me is like, who was filming this and didn't say anything?
Well, was it that, or was it because it didn't say that she's an OnlyFans model?
I mean, I'm pretty sure this wasn't being filmed for OnlyFans content, though. Whoever was sitting there filming this, like, they didn't interject anything.
Well, I thought maybe it was just going by itself.
No, there was somebody's shoe. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
okay.
there was somebody's shoe at the bottom of the video that was filming.
Oh.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I guess it's one of those things, like we just talked about the John DeMajor's case, a 2 weeks ago. And it's difficult. And the only reason I say it's difficult because men a lot of times are looked at as the aggressor.
They were alone at that moment in an elevator, but a camera bore witness to a fight that seemed to expose the volatile side of one person.
To be honest with you, there is mutual aggression in relationships. So we have disagreements. We have had arguments too. But as far as being physical and hitting anybody and things like that, it's like, I don't think I can be in a relationship like that. I think you hit me in the back one time and I wasn't okay with it. I think we crossed that line a long time ago and we've never crossed that line again.
Right.
Yeah. But, people can make you extremely upset. Especially if you have a significant other, they can make you extremely upset. But I think, it's one of those things is that if you're in a relationship like that, is that you need to really honestly get out. Because the thing is that if the other person isn't in control of themselves, if somebody hits you, I mean, whether it be a man or a female, I just never felt like, why could I be safe with that person?
I think for me, it would be more of like, how do you feel like that person truly loves you and respects you if they can do that to you? That's the way I feel like you feel, but it's even at that time, it's not about you. Like, it's about that person just not being able to control themselves and not knowing how to deal with the situation. But it's a bad pattern to get into. If it happens once and you recognize it and you fix it, okay. But when it becomes a pattern...
During their time in Miami, neighbors from up to 2 floors away reported noise complaints, resulting in security visiting the couple on multiple occasions, and the building management considering evicting the pair. A friend also recalled a situation where Courtney allegedly threw Christian's suitcase over a balcony. She was like, haha, toxic girlfriend. But then she was like, it's okay, I bought him all new Louis Vuitton luggage, the friend said. It was this thing where she would do something to him, and then her way of apologizing would be to buy him something designer or make up for it with a trip.
It's so destructive. And if it happens too many times, it could lead to something like this. But it also could just be, if there's kids involved that are seeing it, or I don't know, it's bad. Like, it becomes a cycle, and how do you stop it?
It makes other people around you very uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
I've seen people argue and people fight out in public, and it's uncomfortable because the thing is that if you're a bystander, it's like, do you step in? Like, because I don't know what's going on with them.
Right.
And do I really want to get myself involved with that? And then if you're the friend of someone and you know this type of stuff is going on, and you know that even if you step in, it's going to keep continuing because they will not break up. It's like, what do you do at that point? And so do I call the cops on both of y'all? And so I don't know.
The couple's first run-in with the police traces back to July 2021. The Lovebirds were staying at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas for a brief getaway when officers responded to a call about a family disturbance. When officers arrived on the scene, both Courtney and Christian allegedly detailed the same version of events that involved Courtney throwing a glass towards her boyfriend. The influencer also allegedly admitted to the officers that she had thrown objects at Christian before and denied that he had ever resorted to violence during a fight.
If someone makes you that upset constantly.
But didn't she say she was drinking?
Yeah,
I mean, you
but-
mix alcohol too or drugs with any situation, it just escalates it even more.
But it
I
sounds
think.
like she was accusing him of touching some other
Yeah.
woman's.
Which
and
made her
he's-
drink or something.
Yeah, I don't
Could
know.
sound-
No, because you flirting with like 3 girls the whole time.
What 3 girls? What 3 girls? You?
Well, I mean,
You,
I think that doesn't matter.
You,
It was
you.
Milan.
Milan? I was flirting with Milan?
And she said, hey, come get your mans. She's trying to come home with me.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You're lying. She said, come get your man. That I was trying to hit on Milan. Come on, baby.
Okay.
That doesn't even
No,
sound
it's
right.
Christian, you're fired.
It's fine. I'm
Hopefully,
fired.
shut up.
You will never see me again. You are the most
Good piece of shit.
ever met in my
Hopefully, you
life.
will.
You corny.
You too. Get the out of here. This isn't even my house.
Yeah, cool.
It's not my house. Really. You're just like my boyfriend. Get the out of here.
Just like your boyfriend?
If you can't trust the person you're with that much either, I don't know.
Why would you want to be with them?
Yeah, that is true. Now, people make mistakes and things happen. But if you really are on edge that much about being with someone for situations like that, I mean, why are you still there? It's like, it's really good when it's really good, but then when it's really bad, it's really bad.
It's sometimes hard too, though, because the one person might know what they need, but the other person might not give it to them. Like, for instance, if I can't throw fists, then I need space. Like, I need you to just leave me alone for a minute. I don't want to talk about it right now. Let me calm down. Please leave, or let me leave. Like, leave the room and just give me a minute. But sometimes people want to, just keep coming at you and talk about it now, or deal with it, or stand there and keep saying things. And I think sometimes it's hard to control the rage when you have that just constant in your face. Where there, he seemed like he was trying to de-escalate a situation.
Yeah, but he kept approaching her too.
He
So
did.
he didn't leave. And I mean, the biggest thing is he probably could have left and just been done with the situation at that point in time.
Yeah,
and
she told
let
him to
everybody-
like 4 times.
Oh, yeah, let everybody cool down. Like I said, the incident happened here, but you can only imagine what happened when that actual, fatal incident happened.
Did it
It's
happen the same day, or when did it happen?
I have no idea. But you can imagine is that, both of them are an aggressor to some degree. And people will disagree on that. But if you have the ability to retreat a situation, then retreat a situation. Even if you're not, physically aggressive in the situation, but if you keep going back to a situation, I think you are also considered to be an aggressor. And regardless of that, there's a lot of relationships to go through this. A lot of relationships to go through, altercations, physical altercations. And there's a lot more, I think, that go on than, people know about. I don't know why people like toxic relationships. I can say even when I was younger, I really didn't like toxic relationships.
Like I said, I think it becomes, I think when you're in it, you don't see what other people see from the outside. You're so wrapped up in it, and it becomes a cycle, and it becomes almost semi-normal, which is terrible.
If you look at it, I mean, if you are going through this, are you going to share that with the people close to you? You're going to share that with your friends, or you're going to try to hide it, I feel. So, I don't know. It's not a good situation, but it just reminded me of the whole Jonathan Majors thing, and so, I don't know.
Worst outcome, though. It's terrible.
Oh yeah, it's a terrible outcome, but they're trying to get her off, and so I just wonder if she's going to. She's saying that it was self-defense, and so I don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
Especially with videos like that out there.
yeah. So I just wonder if she's going to get off for this, and so just have to stay tuned. I don't know. Do you think she's going to get off? I mean, I think it's a 50-50 chance. It's a 50-50 chance, depending on what type
That's
of
why I
trick.
asked if it was same day, or I was just wondering if it was premeditated, or one stab wound, one gunshot. just to the wrong place.